Hey, Chiefs Kingdom, if you are fired up and excited about the NFL Draft just over 2 months away, then like this video, hit that thumbs up icon. We are in full off-season mode here at the Chiefs Report, and I, for one, cannot wait for this year's NFL Draft. And stay tuned, because on today's show, we're breaking down Todd McShay's latest mock draft from ESPN. Today's Kansas City Chiefs Report is presented by Manscaped. They've got the best men's grooming products on the market, including their all-new Ultra Premium collection, which we'll tell you about a little bit later on in the show. 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com when you use code CHIEFS at checkout. Again, we'll tell you more about Manscaped later on in the show. All right, let's react to Todd McShay's latest mock draft. They've got Kansas City selecting our good pal Jahan Dotson from Penn State, round 1, pick 30 in the first round. Just a one-round mock for McShay, and obviously the Chiefs selection in the first round is at number 30. And obviously Jahan Dotson, who a player, I can't remember if we've talked about him before or not, speedy wide receiver, home run ability, great after the catch, a really good and electric player out of Penn State. And this is kind of the range for him. Late first, early second, that's kind of where I've seen him go based on a lot of big boards and a lot of mock drafts. And let's be honest, 5'11", 190, really fast, that kind of fits the mold of what the Chiefs like in their receivers, right? I mean, I personally would like at times for them to have different style receivers. I guess Demarcus Robinson's a little bit different, but look, Josh Gordon didn't work as a more bigger physical guy. They like these speedy guys that can take it to the house, like Tyreek Hill and Mecole Hardman, and certainly Jahan Dotson fits that mold. You look at his career at Penn State, had experience at all 4 years, but really his past 2 seasons, 2020 and a shortened COVID season, and 2021, he was terrific with almost 2,000 yards and 20 touchdowns as well. Really gotten better throughout his career. I like the double-digit touchdowns this past year. If you can get into the end zone, that is a very big bonus if you ask me. So grade the pick if this was the selection for Kansas City. Jahan Dotson at number 30 all to the Kansas City Chiefs. A, B, C, D, or F. Get your grades in, and I'll give you my grade after this YouTube ad break. I'll give it a B+. I think it's a good selection. It's, not great. I'd rather have a Jameson Williams. He was already gone. We'll show the other receivers that went off the board. But if you get Jahan Dotson at 30 overall, I mean, I think it's a good fit. It gives you some security at receiver for Mecole Hardman, who could be gone after this year. You pair him with Tyreek Hill, Hardman. We'll see what happens with Pringle and Robinson this offseason. But what's interesting is looking forward at receiver is no Chiefs wide receivers are under contract after 2022. That includes Tyreek Hill. So you've got to figure that out. I assume Tyreek Hill is going to be a part of the long-term plans, but either way, you need a receiver not only in the short term, but probably in the long term as well, and Jahan Dotson certainly fits that. I feel like if you draft a guy like him, that's security for Hardman. If you don't bring him back, then you've got your number 2 receiver, and hopefully he's a little more consistent than a guy like Hardman has been in his career. Here were some of the other receivers that went off the board, because you guys are probably asking, why not Jameson Williams, Chris Olave? Well, 6 receivers went in round 1. These were the 5 that went before Dotson. Drake London, the USC wide receiver, ended up with the Atlanta Falcons at number 8. The 13th pick was Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State to the Browns. Treylon Burks out of Arkansas went to the Eagles at 19. Chris Olave, the other Ohio State receiver, went to the Raiders at 22. And then Jameson Williams, the explosive, speedy Alabama receiver, he went to Tampa Bay at 27. And then, of course, Jahan Dotson to the Chiefs at 30. Another thing Dotson offers is elite punt return ability. Didn't do it a ton, only 25 returns in his career, but when he got opportunities, he was explosive. 13.5 yards per return, had a touchdown as well. He's a guy that can take it to the house as a returner, as a receiver, as a gadget guy. I think you're hoping here out of Dotson that he's a little bit more better Mecole Hardman, where Hardman got better this year, had his best season for sure, but has been inconsistent as a route runner at times. Dotson maybe a little bit more polished coming out of Penn State than Hardman was coming out of Georgia. And if you're taking him in round 1 versus Hardman in round 2, that would make sense, right? You would certainly want someone who is more NFL ready, and I think that would be the case with Jahan Dotson. So I like the pick. We'll see what happens over the next couple of months leading up to the NFL draft. More draft coverage to come here on this channel. Shout out to Manscaped for sponsoring today's show. The Ultra Premium Collection is their new some of their new products that they've been pushing as of late, and they're fantastic. And it's only $39.99 with the promo code Chiefs, 20% off at manscaped.com. Promo code Chiefs. You get the shampoo and conditioner bundle, body wash, body spray, deodorant, lip balm. It all comes together for only $40. It's a hell of a deal. This body wash and shampoo and conditioner products, they are absolutely fantastic. Was running late this morning, took a quick shower, put some of this stuff on, boom. Then I used their deodorant as well. Got ready very, very quick, smelled nice and fresh as I walked out of the door. Manscaped is really expanding what their products are all about, and you can go check out some of their other ones as well. Promo code Chiefs for 20% off when you go to manscaped.com. Go check them out and take advantage of the new Ultra Premium Collection. 5 items for only $39.99. Okay, we've got to address maybe the most wild headline / article / idea that I can ever remember discussing here on this show. Bleacher Report released an article that's literally headlined absurd NFL trade offers, and when I saw Patrick Mahomes was the photo they used, I was like, oh boy, this will be interesting. They had 6 trade ideas in total, Mahomes to Washington being one of them. They have Washington offering 10 first-round picks to the Chiefs for Patrick Mahomes. So let's break this down. Bleacher Report had this little write-up, quote, "To go big here would require so much from Washington. Mahomes is worth 10 first-round picks, but the Commanders can only trade their next 4 on draft night." That's just per NFL league rules. Draft picks post-2025 would have to come from other teams. So Washington would have to find a way to acquire 6 more first-round picks over the next 4 drafts with the intention to trade those to Kansas City. So essentially they would have to trade assets to acquire 6 first-round picks between now and the 2025 draft, and then package those 6 with their own 4 on draft night for Patrick Mahomes. So let's be clear. This is obviously insane and basically impossible, if we're being completely honest. Like, this just isn't going to happen and never would happen. I mean, to Bleacher Report's credit, the headline does say absurd NFL trade offer, so it's not like they're reporting this as fact or even a possibility, but it's interesting to think about. I mean, could we ever see in the history of the NFL a player go for 10 first-round picks? This is the proposed offer, 10 first-round picks over the next 4 NFL drafts coming to Kansas City for Patrick Mahomes. I would not do this, but we always ask you guys, would you do this trade? Type Y for yes, type in for no. Be honest with me, some of you guys don't love Mahomes. I don't get it, but get your votes in on this one. Would you do this trade? Now subscribe to us here at the Kansas City Chiefs Report, because even when there's absurd internet rumors and ideas like this, we'll talk about them because they're fun to discuss, but more trade buzz, draft, free agency coverage, and rumors, news, all off-season long. This is the channel for you, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. When major mock drafts drop, we'll break them down. I will do my own Chiefs mock draft in the near future, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe, join the movement. We will have you guys covered here on the Kansas City Chiefs Report. Now, let me be clear. There is no offer on the table that I would trade Patrick Mahomes for. Not at this point. Would I trade him for 10 first-round picks when he's 37? That's a different conversation, but he's 25, 26 years old. Like, I'm not trading Patrick Mahomes even for 10 first-round picks. Those picks are all going to be late in the first round anyway. I mean, we're literally witnessing the best statistical start to a career and a guy who's led this team to 4 straight conference championship games and a Super Bowl victory. Like, there's no offer out there that I would take. I mean, these numbers are outrageous. His win-loss record is absurd. Like, he knows how to win. I wouldn't trade him for 20 picks, if I'm being completely honest. And some of you guys in the comments were like, you're insane. Think about the Raiders recently. All their first-round picks that have flopped, and they've had high first-round picks. Cleveland Ferrell, Damon Arnett, Henry Ruggs. Like, these guys, some of these guys aren't even in the league anymore, and they've had a bunch of other ones as well. The draft is not a guarantee. You know what is a guarantee? Patrick Mahomes being a elite franchise quarterback for at least the next decade, barring a major injury. So there's no chance I would do this. It's insane to think about, but 10 first-round picks for a player is pretty interesting when you actually think about it, but I still wouldn't do it. I still would not do it, and I promise you this, Brett Veach wouldn't do it either because he knows he has the most valuable asset in the NFL in Patrick Mahomes. All right, that's all for today's show. A little bit of a different show, some wild stuff. Obviously, the McVay mock as well. Give me a follow on Twitter. McShay mock, excuse me. Sean McVay, you know, he's not releasing mock drafts yet, Sam, but hey, he might be in the media soon, so who knows? That could come out next week. If it does, we'll break it down. Follow me on Twitter at HGrahamNFL. Slide in the DMs. We'll have you guys covered on more Chiefs news and rumors and updates, and of course more videos to come throughout the week. So we'll see you soon here on the Chiefs Report.